Hello everybody. Today we are going to see one of the topic which is direction sense. Now this is one topic that if you observe any other banking exam, be it SBIPO, be any challenging good exam, the questions will be obviously very easy, doable and bonus question. Everybody could solve those. It's just that how fast you can solve and how much accuracy you have can only make the difference. But we are talking here about the exam like RBI Grade B. It is that exam which doesn't give any free marks. So that means questions are going to be little tricky, little lengthy as well. But we'll of course have to see the basics part first. So let's discuss the direction sense. All the things that we should know about this topic or the prerequisite to solve the questions would be very elementary. One of the important thing that you should know is the directions. So we all know how the direction work. There are 4 major directions and then 4 minor directions. So the major directions are north, south, east, and west. And in between, as you know, between north and east, there is northeast. Between south and east, there is southeast. This is going to be southwest, and this is going to be northwest. And also, if you consider the angle between these two is 45 degrees. Now, there is a little, I won't say confusion, but a thing that you should know that any point between north and east will be considered in northeast direction. So this is also northeast, this is also northeast. So that means if I say this is a point A and this is a point B, so B is to what direction of A? It is going to be to the northeast. B is going to be to the northeast of A. But if a statement itself starts with B is to the northeast of A, in that case, you will have to point the B exactly on this line. So in that case, you can't say the B can lie anywhere. So if I ask you in this statement, B is to the what? B is which direction of A? Answer will be northeast. But if the statement says C is a point to the northeast of A, then C can't be anywhere here or here or here. C has to be then on this line. Okay, so there is little, you can say, ambiguity here that you have to consider. Apart from that, what you should know is 45 is stable, because if you consider this as 45 degree, the entire is going to be 90 degree. 3 such sections are going to be 45 into 3, 135 degree. Because sometimes the question says a person is watching towards east and he turns 135 degree to the anti-clockwise direction. So at that time, you should know 135 is nothing but 3 times of 45. That means 345 sections he goes to the anti-clockwise. That means 1, 2, 3. And now he will be watching northwest. So that is why you should know the 45 is stable here. That is 45 ones are 45. Then 45 twos are 90. 45 threes are 135. 45 fours are 180. 45 fives are 225. 45 sixes are 270. 45 sevens are 315. 45 eights are 360. So all 8 sections if cover, that means the person is again watching the same direction. 360 degree means entire complete angle. So this is everyone should know about the directions. Second thing you should know about this topic is the Pythagoras theorem, which I hope again everybody knows. Let's discuss it quickly. Pythagoras theorem states in a right angle triangle, if one of the side is A, another side is B, and hypotenuse is C. So you know A square plus B square is equal to C square. That means if let's say A is 3, B is 4, then C automatically becomes 3 square plus 4 square being equal to 5 square. So C becomes 5. So that makes 3, 4, 5 as the Pythagorean triplet. Every multiple of this triplet is going to be a triplet itself. So if I multiply everybody with 2, it becomes 6, it becomes 8, it becomes 10. That will also be a triplet. You should know this thing because sometimes the question will be so that a person goes 6 kilometers in the south and then he takes the left and goes 8 kilometers. So if he goes 6 here and he goes 8 in this direction, how far he will be from the starting point So you should know it is going to use the Pythagoras theorem, and that is going to be 10. So the person is going to be 10 kilometers away from the starting directions. So some triplets you should already know. One is obviously 3, 4, 5 basic. All the multiples of 3, 4, 5, for example, if I multiply this with 10, so 30, 40, 50 is again going to be triplet. So all the multiples of any triplet will be triplet. Apart from that, you should know another triplets. For example, 20, 21, 29 is one of the triplet. 5, 12, 13 is one of the triplet. So there are different triplets you should know. It's not that you have to remember every triplet. You just, whenever you go through a question in geometry or here, if you come across a triplet, you should make a mental note of it and remember it forever, at least till the date of exam. And lastly, you should know about some special triangles. There are 3 special triangles. One triangle we call as equilateral triangle, but fine, that we can skip for now. That is not going to be very useful here. So 2 special triangles everyone must know. One we call 30, 60, 90, and another we call 45, 45, 90. So there are 2 type of right angle triangles. If this angle is 90, this angle is 60, and this angle is 30. So the sides of these triangles bear specific ratio between the lengths. So if 30 opposite side is 1, 90 opposite side becomes 2, and 60 opposite side becomes root 3. So that is the ratio between the opposite sides of 30, 60, 90 degrees. If 30 degrees opposite is 1, 90 degree opposite is 2, and 60 degree opposite side is root 3. And same, if it is a triangle which is 45, 45, 90 degree, then if 45 opposite side is 1, the another 45 side opposite side will also be 1, and 90 degree opposite side is going to be root 2. So we remember it as 45, 90, 45 degree opposite sides are in the ratio 1 is to root 2 is to 1. Because the questions will be so. A question could be sometime a person goes certain length in the south direction. A person goes some length, he takes the left, he goes some distance. He goes left means he makes a 90 degree. And now he takes from this point, he takes 150 degree turn, 150 degree turn anti-clockwise direction. And now if he says that he goes 8 kilometer distance, then the question could be how much total distance he traveled, or what is the length of y. Some questions of like that could be asked. So at that time you should know if this angle is 150, this is going to be 30, and if this is already 90, this is going to be 60. So as we just saw in 60, 30, 90 triangle, if 90 opposite side is 8, then 30 opposite side is going to be half of it, that is 4, and 60 opposite side is going to be 4 root 3. So the total distance he traveled will be 4 plus 8 plus 4 root 3. This is how the questions could be framed. If you know the special triangles, you can solve very, very easily. And especially exams like RBI Grade B, you should know everything. So there are these 3 things you should know. Apart from that, one more thing, that sunrise and sunset. You know, in the morning, sun is to the east direction. So if sun is to the east direction, this is, you know, east direction. This is east and this is west. This is north and this is south. So if sun is in the east direction, shadow of anything is going to fall due to sun is on the west direction. So it, irrespective of where person watching, where person standing, everything's shadow is going to fall on the west direction in the morning. And in the evening, sun being on the west side, the shadow is going to fall on the east side. So there are certain things, theory wise, only this much you should know. All it remains is the practice, different kind of questions. And when you solve easy questions and then you raise the level, then you reach the RBI Grade B level, because there will be actually lengthy, if not difficult, but lengthy questions. Lots of points and people will be involved. So you have to have patience to solve this. As I said, RBI is the exam who doesn't give any freebies. Every marks you have to struggle for. Now, let's start solving some easy questions first. It says, father and his son stand out in a garden linearly 4 kilometers apart from each other, standing on the same horizontal starting line, with father on the far west and the son on the far east side of the street. So first of all, father and son, they have the difference between them as 4 kilometers. Father is here on father is on far west and son is on far east. Initially, father faces west direction. So father is going to face this direction, west direction. Father is going to face west direction. So father is facing that direction. Whereas son faces east. Son faces east direction. The father turns right and walks 2 kilometers. So, if he's facing right, it's going right now. So he'll go this direction and for 2 kilometers. Then turns right. Right means on this side and walks a kilometer. So goes a single kilometer, 1 kilometer, like this. So whenever you solve these type of questions, you have to maintain the scaling. That means if you are drawing first 2 kilometers and then 1, so 1 should be definitely lesser than 2. Okay, you don't have to be precise, but you have to maintain the scaling. 1 should be lesser than 2. It shouldn't happen that your 1 is going beyond this 4 kilometers. That will totally get you wrong. So just maintain a scaling. Now the sun meanwhile starts by turning right. Consider the sun. Sun is initially facing this. Now if he goes right, that means he's going to go down for us and walks 2 kilometers. Walking 2 kilometers. The sun also goes 2 kilometers. And then turning right. Right means left for us. For his right means left for us. And walks a kilometer. So he also goes 1 kilometer. So first he goes 2 kilometers and then he goes 1 kilometer. Turning a right again, he walks a kilometer. Then he makes a final right turn and walks 4 kilometers. So now the sun is going to turn right and going to walk 4 kilometers. So these two plus these two. So he is going to be in line with the father here. They're asking the different questions, of course, but as you can see here, they are going to be in the same line. Father final position is this, son's final position is this. They are going to be in the same line. This is 1 kilometer. This is 1 kilometer. So remaining will be 2 kilometers. So distance between son and father is going to be 2 kilometers. Let's try to answer the questions based on this. In which direction, what is the distance between father and his son and what direction is the sun facing? So sun is facing upward, sun is facing north and distance between father and son is 2 kilometers. So answer will be 2 kilometers and north. Let's see the next one. After covering all the given distance, if the sun walk 1 kilometer in the east and then turn left and walk 4 kilometers, then find the distance between father and the son. So if sun goes now east 1 kilometer, so sun will be at this position and then goes turn left. Left means upward and goes 4 kilometers. What is the distance between father and son? So now we are having a right angle triangle here. This is the final position of father. And this is going to be the final position of son. This is the final position of son. We are to answer what is distance. That means what is this distance between the final positions of father and son. So now we are looking at the triangle whose one side, this side is going to be 2 plus 1, that is 3. And this is going to be 4. So the hypotenuse is naturally going to be 5 kilometers. So the distance between father and son is now going to be 5 kilometers. Answer option D. I hope you got this. Let's see one more question like this. Okay, let's see this. Manav is jogging in a park. His instructor instructs him to run 132 towards south. So it goes 132 towards south. Then take a left turn. Left turn means right for us. And run 123 kilometers. This is 123. Then he takes another left. Left means up and runs 60. He now goes 60. He pauses for a while, then right and 79. Then goes right and 79. He finally takes a left and runs 70. Now you know this distance first. It was 132. Then it was 123. Then it was 60. Then it was 79. And finally it was 72. So 60 plus 72 being 132, he is going to be in line with the initial position. If this was initial position, this is final position. 72 plus 60 being 132, he is going to be in the straight line. They are asking how far he is from the starting point and in which direction. So from initial or starting point, he is in this direction, means east direction. And the distance is going to be horizontal distance 123 plus 79. It is going to be 202. So 202 in this direction, that means east direction. Option number C will be the answer. Let's see one more. One morning, just at sunrise, two friends A and B were talking face to face. A's shadow was falling on B. So we just saw in the morning, sun is in east direction. So shadow of any person is going to fall on the west direction. So if A's shadow, let's say this person is A and this is A's shadow, was falling on B. So B is facing towards A and A is facing towards B. Which direction A was facing? So A was facing this direction, that means opposite of sun. So he is facing, because it says so. They were talking face to face. It means A is facing B and B is facing A. So if A's shadow is falling on B, A is facing west direction. The answer is going to be west. Kalyani walks in the direction of north from point A. Let's say this is point A. So Kalyani goes north of point A for 8 meters. She takes a left turn and walks for 10 meters to reach point B. After that, she takes left and goes 10 to reach point B. From point B, she walks in the direction of south for 12. So 12 is obviously more than 8. So she'll go beyond A to reach point C. From C, she walks 5 in the direction of south, west, southwest. Southwest means this direction. To reach point D, this distance is 5. What is the direction of point A with respect to point D? This point was A. This point was B. Then she walks south 12, point C, and then southwest, and she reaches at the point D. They're this time only asking the direction. So you don't have to consider the distance. You just have to see the direction. What is the direction of point A with respect to point D? So point D is here. Point A is here. A is in this direction, and that is northeast. A will be in northeast direction of D. Okay, I just saw this. It says there are 4 people standing at the corners of a square field. A is facing north, B is facing south, C is facing east, and D is facing west. So first let's draw a square like this. There are 4 people. A is facing north, B is facing south, C is facing east, D is facing west. A is on the top right corner. So A is here and A is facing north. B is on the top left corner. B is here and B is facing south. B is facing south. C is facing east. C is on the bottom right corner. So C is here and C is facing east. So C is facing this direction. And D is on the bottom left corner and D is facing west. D is facing this direction. A turns left and walks straight till he reaches the other corner. So A turns left means A reaches here. Another person, B turns left and walk till he reaches the other corner. Left for B is going to be right for us. So B is going to go in this direction. So B is going to reach here. C turns left. C is here. This is C. This is D. C is here. C is going to turn to left. Left means up. And he is going to reach this position. And D turns right and he reaches another corner. So if D is facing this, D is going to go to this point. So we can just write the final positions now. Final position we'll write in, say, white. A will be here now, B will be here now, C also will be here now, and D also will be here now. Let's see the questions. Where is A with respect to C in the end? C is here. A is here. So A is going to be to the west. So answer will be none of the above. Let's once again see. Did we miss anything? No, it is correct. They will be on the same point. Where is A with respect to C? They will be on the same point. So answer will be, sorry, A will be on the west of C. A will be on the west of C. So answer will be none of the above. Next. Where is B at the end position with respect to D's initial position? D's initial position was this, and B's final position is this. It is the northeast direction. So answer will be northeast. Answer will be northeast. Okay. Now let's see the questions that they ask in RBI Grade B exam. Let's see this. Raga started walking in east direction from point R. So let's consider this is the point R. She starts first walking in the east direction from point R and goes 15 meters. She goes first 15 meters and she reaches point S. From there, she takes left and walks 10. So walks 10 in the left and reaches point T. She then turns left and walks 7. So goes 7 at this point and reaches point U. This point is U. Then turns left. Left means down. So if she is going down 34, so this 10 is already there. extra 24 she will go. This distance will be 10. This distance will be then 24. And then she reaches point V. Then she turns right. Right means left for us and walks 28. So this entire was 15, out of which this was 7. If this was 7, that means this remaining was 8. So now if she has to go 28, so first this 8 and then extra 20 she will be traveling. And that is 28 she's traveling in this direction and she's going to reach point W. From there she turns right. Right means up direction. Now this entire distance is 34, but she has to go 40. That means she'll go beyond. How much beyond? 6 extra. And she is going to travel 40 in the north now and reaches point X. From there she is going to go 32. 32 means how much? As we know, this much is only 28. So 28 plus 4. Plus 4 means somewhere here she'll reach. This 28 plus the extra 4. So this is going to be the final point where she reaches, and that point is said Y. This distance is 32. Let us try to answer the question based on this. In which direction of X with respect to R? R is here. X is here. So with respect to R, the X is in this direction, which is northwest. Answer will be option number C, northwest. Let's see the next one. If point A is the point of intersection of line segment RS and UV. RS and UV, this is the point of intersection, that is A. Which of the following is true about A? Point Y is north of A? No. Y is somewhere in the northeast direction. So no. AV plus AU, that means this much distance, is XW. XW is 40 minus 6. Yes, because this is 34. AV plus AU is 34, which is 40 minus 6. So this is correct. That means option number B is going to be the answer. Let's see one more. What is the total distance traveled by Raga in the west direction? So west means you just have to see on the left for us. So first she went like this, then she went like this. So these 7 are in the west direction. Plus then she goes down, then again she goes 28. So that 28 will also be in the west direction. So total distance traveled in the west direction will be 7 plus 28. That is 35. So the answer here is going to be 35 for this question. Let's see one more. What is the direction of T with respect to Y? Y is here, T is here. This is going to be southeast. So answer option C. T with respect to Y is in southeast direction. Easy. Let's see one more set. It says 9 boxes CY, CKY, IF, SVL, G are arranged in such a way that it forms 3 by 3 matrix. Each row and each column consists of 3 boxes. Box S is placed just below box G and to the southeast of. So first we'll roughly draw the 9 boxes. 3 by 3 matrix. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is how the boxes are placed, and we know the direction structures as well. Okay. So we know this is north, this is south, this is east, this is west, this is northeast, this is northwest, this is southeast, and this is southwest. Now it says box S is just above box G and to the southeast of K. So that means S and G cannot be in the leftmost because they are to the south east of K. So they can be either this two or this two. So we can have one case here. Let's say S and G are here. First case will be S and G, let's say, are here. Now, box S, as you know, is southeast of K. So that means this has to be K then. This box has to be K. Box C is placed in same row in which K is placed, but not near S. Not near S means not in the row or column of S. So that makes this as C. This will be C then. Box Y is above F. Y is above F means Y will be on the row which will be above F. It's not necessary in the same column. F could be anywhere. Y could be anywhere. It's just that it should be placed above the level or the row of Y. This is what it means. Got this? Now, further, L is placed in the same column of K, but southwest of S. Now, S is here, and southwest for S is going to be only this. Only one box is to the southwest of S, and that has to be L. And yes, L, as you can see, is in the same column of K. C and Y are not in the same column. Now, Y has to be above F, and C and Y are not the same column. So Y cannot be here, Y cannot be here. So Y could either be here or be here. So keep that on hold. V is to the southwest of Y. Southwest means this direction. So that means now Y can't be this as well, because somebody is on the southwest of Y. So Y could now only be this. So this, if Y, and it says V is to the southwest of Y, that makes this as V. V is southwest of Y and just below I. But this is not below I. That means the case that we consider, the entire case starting from S and G are these two boxes, is entirely is wrong. We have to consider this and this for S and G. Only one last option we are left. So consider that now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are these 9 boxes, and we are now sure that this has to be S, because S is just above G and to the southeast of K. Now K could be this as well and this as well. So if I start considering this as K, we'll again take the case. C is placed in the same row of the K, but not near S. That means this is C. Y is above F. Y has to be above F. But we know that C and Y not in the same column. So this cannot be Y. This cannot be Y. Y is above F. L is placed in the same column of K, but southwest of S. So in the same column, southwest of, that makes this as L. L is in the same column of K, but southwest of S. C and Y not in the same column, as we know that V is to the southwest of Y. So if Y is not these two, Y can be now this or this. And just below box I. So if this is Y, V is going to be southwest of Y and just below I. Box G is to the southeast of box I. So now you know I if we consider this as Y, we know below I there should be box V. V is to the southwest of Y and just below I. So I and V not possible. So that has to be then I. That has to be V, because V is to the southwest of Y. And only one box remains. And that box has to be the remaining letter, that is F. This has to be F. So in this way, if you write, everything falls into the place. Let's do one tally again. Box S is just above G. So S is above G, fine. And to the southeast of K. Southeast of K, fine. Box C is in the same row with K. C is in the same row with K, but not near S, fine. Y is above F. Y is above F, fine. L is in the same column of K. L is in the same column of K, but southwest of S. Southwest of S, yes. C and Y are not in the same column. C and Y, they are not in the same column, they are in the same row. B is to southwest of Y. B is to the southwest of Y, yes. And just below I, yes. And G is to the southeast of I. G is southeast of I, yes. So everything is falling into the place. That means this is the position. Let's answer the question based on this now. Which box is just below F? So that is going to be L, option number D. Next. Which of the following box is immediate left of K? Immediate left of K is C, option number B. How many boxes have exactly 3 faces adjacent to another box? Exactly 3 faces. So, those can't be the boxes with the center, because central box will have all the 4 faces facing to one of the box. These box will have 2 faces facing to another boxes. These are the boxes which are facing 3 faces, 1, 2, 3 faces to facing another boxes, and one will be outside. So that means these 4, they are on the center of each side. These 4, K, S, L, I, those are the boxes which are facing 3 faces to another box. So option will be 4. And lastly, which of the following box is second to right of V? So V is here, first to right, second to right. The answer is going to be G, option number B. So as we can see, RBI Grade B also have easy question, but relatively different than the ones we saw in the other banking exams, the easier ones. But again, as I said, RBI Grade B, no freebies. You have to struggle a little, but still doable. You can just consider these 4 marks if you do sufficient practice. Thank you for watching this video. Bye bye. Have a good day.